What's up, everybody? The Spirit of Liberty 1775 with breaking news for you. Our fellow patriots and freedom lovers in New York are now under draconian confiscation. Citizens told to turn in pistol owner, ID, and firearms. This is ammoland.com, and what it basically says is that in Manasquan, New Jersey, or ammoland.com, remember all those who denied that firearms confiscation as a result of New York's new gun laws was too insane to even consider, that it was strictly in the realm of paranoid conspiracy theorists and the "it can't happen here" crowd. Those were and remain some of the standard replies to anyone who even thought about the possibility, let alone gave voice to it, despite the fact that Governor Cuomo and numerous other officials made public comments about such a plan. As I discussed in my article, Feinstein and Cuomo admit planning Australian-style government gun buyback. Elected officials, the media, various gun control groups, and their zealous forced disarmament supporters, even some firearm owners themselves, all insisted it was crazy to even consider. There's just one huge problem. It is happening now in New York State. It seems those that tried desperately to warn of such an insidious plot had hit the bullseye with their warnings. After all, news came from multiple New York State-based firearms enthusiast websites late Friday that confiscations of pistol owner identification cards, as well as firearms and accessories, has commenced in New York under the provisions of the horribly flawed, draconian, and blatantly unconstitutional New York SAFE Act. Those folks having their weapons and FID cards confiscated have been discovered to have been prescribed multiple different types of psychotropic drugs, such as those for depression or anxiety. These are known as SSRI, or Selective Serotonin Re-uptake Inhibitors, class drugs, and have the potential to cause serious and adverse side effects, something I wrote about extensively last week in an article that went viral in days and caused multiple anti-gun and progressive news groups to initiate a concentrated denial of service hacker attack against Ammoland shooting sports news. And as you can see, what's basically going on is the state government in New York is now beginning to confiscate pistols and pistol ID cards under the New York SAFE Act, which is in itself a very unconstitutional and draconian gun law that they passed in New York, I believe, around the first of the year. The sad part about it is they're using the guise of people being prescribed serotonin reuptake inhibitors to basically make them or force them to relinquish their Second Amendment right. So as you can see, a lot of people in this country seem to believe that the idea or the aspect of having your guns confiscated is just not true, and quite to the contrary, it is. We need to help New York, and we need to draw a line in the sand now to basically show people in power that we mean business and that our rights will not continue to be eroded through stupid moves and just ignorance and apathy. This is an unprecedented violation of a citizen's Second, Fourth, and Fifth Amendment rights, brought to fruition by power and control hungry tyrants holding elected office who swore an oath to uphold and defend the very rights they are now actively stripping from their constituents. Moreover, the confiscation efforts underway in New York State have had another, albeit unintended effect. By undertaking this course of action, those in power have inadvertently pulled back the curtain on something they have suppressed from the citizens for far too long, leaving them with precious little wiggle room to explain away their actions. Either they are acknowledging that there is in fact some sort of little reported link between the prescribing of psychotropic drugs and violent behavior, thus they are somehow, at least in their own minds, justifying their action to preempt someone from violence, or this is nothing more than a backdoor confiscation effort and massive abuse of government power unleashed on innocent citizens. Those are the only two possible explanations. If anyone still feels some level of doubt regarding the veracity of this story, Attorney Tresman welcomes anyone to visit his website, tresmanlaw.com, or send an email to tresmanlaw@gmail.com. So, again, as you can see, the state of New York has begun its gun confiscation by making law-abiding citizens turn in their pistol identification cards and their firearms if they have been prescribed multiple different types of psychotropic drugs for depression or anxiety. known as Selective Serotonin Re-uptake Inhibitors. And as laid out in the article, the only possible choices for why this is being done is either it's preemptive confiscation to stop those who have been, put on those psychotropics from committing acts of violence, and they're acknowledging that that is, a major causation for, these mass murders with firearms and things like that. Or this is just another way to take guns from law-abiding citizens. And I agree with this article wholeheartedly that, those are the only two options that, justify why this is happening. But I think the former is not even the intent, and I think the latter is probably why it's actually been done. They just want the guns, period. The United Nations Arms Trade Treaty, the 23 executive orders Obama came up with in February, so on and so forth, the Feinstein gun control bill, the universal registration. Chuck Schumer said background checks. But I'm going to go ahead and annotate the article in the video, and I'm going to put it in the description box below for you guys to go check it out. And please help spread the message. We need to get this out to the right people. Ammoland, thank you for making this available to us. And please subscribe to the channel, comment below, and repost and share when and where you can. We need to get this out to the masses. This is Spirit of Liberty 1775, signing out until next time.